Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news is read by Humayun Zeb Abbasi. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed the hope that Afghan leaders will achieve an inclusive, broad-based and comprehensive political settlement as it is the only way forward. Talking to Turkish Defense Minister in Islamabad today, the President underlined the need for further expanding bilateral relations in varied sectors, including defense. Pakistan and Iraq have agreed to convert their excellent political relationship into a more meaningful economic partnership. Foreign Minister says Pakistan will continue to play its constructive role in the Afghan peace process despite baseless allegations of President Ashraf Ghani. An Internet Observatory G5 has revealed that sources linked to Indian and Afghanistan state machinery used fake news to derail Afghan peace process. North Korea has warned to augment its nuclear program in response to a major joint military exercise of United States and South Korea. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said Pakistan and Turkey enjoy historic fraternal ties marked by unique mutual trust and mutual support. He was talking to Turkish Minister for Defense who called on him in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister expressed satisfaction at the existing level of bilateral defense cooperation. He appreciated Turkey for continuing strong support to Pakistan on all issues, particularly Jammu and Kashmir dispute. On Afghan issue, Imran Khan underlined that a negotiated political settlement is the only way forward. He expressed hope that the Afghan leaders would recognize the importance of international convergence on the way forward and achieve an inclusive, broad-based and comprehensive political settlement. Imran Khan said Pakistan will continue to make every effort to help advance the Afghan peace process and to realize a political solution. The Turkish Minister for Defense reiterated Turkey's support to Pakistan on all issues including Jammu and Kashmir. President Dr. Arif Alvi has emphasized on unity in his Muslim Ummah to deal with the big challenges like Islamophobia. Talking to Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar in Islamabad today, he said the Islamic world has been facing different issues and a complicated situation. The President said Pakistan and Turkey have identical views on international issues and also support each other at world forums. He said Pakistan has been playing a sincere role for peace and stability in Afghanistan. Dr. Arif Alvi underlined the need for further expanding bilateral relations in varied sectors, including defense. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said the government is providing maximum support to farmers to make Pakistan self-sufficient in food items by enhancing agriculture produce to bring down poverty in the country. Addressing Farmers' Convention in Bahawalpur today, he said the government is providing direct subsidy to farmers through Kisan Card to procure agriculture inputs. He said we have to help farmers by providing them financial assistance and technological support. He said the government believes in encouraging research in the agriculture sector to increase per acre yield. Pakistan and Iraq have agreed to convert the excellent political relationship into a more meaningful economic partnership. The understanding reached during a meeting between Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and his Iraqi counterpart, Dr. Fuad Hassan, in Islamabad today. The two sides discussed cooperation in various fields including trade, energy, religious tourism, defense, cooperation, human resources and employment. Later addressing a joint news conference, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said we have discussed ways and means to facilitate Iraqi visas for Pakistanis, especially during Muharram. He said Pakistan has announced a new Zareen management policy to facilitate the Zareen when they travel to Iraq. Pakistan and Iraq have signed Memorandum of Understanding on holding bilateral political consultation. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and his Iraqi counterpart Dr. Fuad Hassan inked the document in Islamabad today. Earlier, the two foreign minister-led delegation level talks encompassing a gamut of matters pertaining to bilateral, regional and international importance. Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen says policy of incentivizing remittances has contributed in achieving record remittance of $29.4 billion in the last fiscal year. He said this while chairing a meeting of Economic Coordination Committee of the Cabinet in Islamabad today. A detailed briefing was given on National Remittance Loyalty Program. The meeting approved the structure and estimated financial impact of the mobile application NRLP with a view to incentivize remittances to transfer funds through formal channels, thus further strengthening the inflow of remittances. And this is Radio Pakistan. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says Pakistan will continue to play its constructive role in the Afghan peace process despite baseless allegations of Ashraf Ghani. In a statement today, the Foreign Minister said Pakistan always played a positive role for peace in Afghanistan and the world is acknowledging our reconciliatory and sincere efforts for peace in the region. He said that unfortunately Pakistan is being blamed for the deteriorating situation in Afghanistan by some Afghan elements. The Foreign Minister urged all stakeholders for collective efforts for the regional peace as rising violence in Afghanistan is very concerning for Pakistan. The Foreign Minister expressed deep concern over the negative role of India as President of the UN Security Council for a month. An Internet Observatory G5 has exposed a joint propaganda campaign unleashed by Indian and Afghan government against Pakistan and the United States to sabotage the Afghan peace process. The G5 revealed the sources linked to Indian and Afghanistan state machinery used fake news to derail Afghan peace process. According to G5, the frequency and intensity of these campaigns increased dramatically over the last 3 months after the US announced a final withdrawal date and the Taliban gained military victories. Both India and Afghanistan employed overlapping narratives in their state-led propaganda campaigns targeting Pakistan Army, fanning ethnic nationalism, spreading fake news over FATF, and blaming Pakistan for the current crisis in Afghanistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, special prayers meeting were held to commemorate the martyrdom anniversary of prominent Hurriyat leader Sheikh Abdulaziz and other martyrs today. According to Kashmir Media Services, Sheikh Abdulaziz was martyred by the brutal Indian forces on this day in 2008 when he was leading a mammoth march to Azad Kashmir against the economic blockade of the Kashmiri Valley by Hindu extremists of Jammu. On the other hand, as per the APHC calendar, August 14 will be celebrated as Pakistan Independence Day, while India's Independence Day on August 15 will be observed as a Black Day. Black flag will be hoisted. North Korea has warned to augment its nuclear and conventional weapons program in response to a major joint military exercise between the United States and South Korea. In a statement, North Korean top official Kim Yo-jong said that Pyongyang will boost its deterrent of absolute capacity to counter the military threats from US. She stressed upon Washington to withdraw its troops from South Korea for peace in the entire Korean peninsula. In Somalia, 7 militants were killed and several other injured in a gun battle with forces of African Union mission in Lower Shabelle region today. In a statement, the Amazon spokesperson said the several militants were also killed after they ambushed Ugandan troops on a drone patrol. Rawalakot Hawks beat Bagh Stallions by 5 wickets in the Kashmir Premier League in Muzaffarabad today. Battling first, Bagh Stallions set a victory target of 158 runs for Rawalakot Hawks. Rawalakot Hawks achieved the target for the loss of 5 wickets in 18.2 overs. Another match of the league, Kotli Lions will take on Meerpur Royals at 7:30 p.m. Finally, the weather. Mainly hot and humid weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in Kashmir, North East Punjab, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Gilgit-Baltistan. Once again, the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed the hope that Afghan leaders will achieve an inclusive, broad-based and comprehensive political settlement as it is the only way forward. Talking to Turkish Defense Minister in Islamabad today, the President underlined the need for further expanding bilateral relations in varied sectors including defense. Pakistan and Iraq have agreed to convert their excellent political relationship into a more meaningful economic partnership. Foreign Minister says Pakistan will continue to play its constructive role in the Afghan peace process despite baseless allegations of President Ashraf Ghani. An Internet Observatory G5 has revealed that sources linked to Indian and Afghanistan state machinery used fake news to derail the Afghan peace process. And North Korea has warned to augment its nuclear program in response to a major joint military exercise of the United States and South Korea. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, you can always log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch our live video streaming for our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Office.